means winning and having all the money. That's basically what it means.
Yeah.
So that's it.
It's a pretty good benefit.
So now we're kind of like settled and done, and there's like these great, amazing sentences in here. But this is kind of like the flow, and then for the rest, it's like, okay, we have a go-to-market with these partnerships, and then this is why the team's so good, and this is my background, and it all piles up on supporting those 3 claims to fame or the first 3 slides. And all you want to do in the rest of the presentation is keep piling on that everything leads back to those first conclusions that you've seeded in their head, which basically is, if I give this guy money, how can we pay him much more? Then you become investable. And then it's like, well, but how do you solve this? And it's like, wow, that's a really great question. No one's ever asked us such a great question. You're really smart. And then you talk about it, why you're even smarter. And then, then the conversation happens that actually is interesting. Right? And that's why it's kind of okay to tell people, like, hey, I just have like 8 slides. It takes me 5 minutes and 23 seconds, whatever, on average. Bear with me, we'll do that. And after that, I want to take a break and really listen and hear what your thoughts are, and maybe we can then have a conversation. So you're like modest, and then like, oh shit, and then they dive into the conversation, and then you can let your brilliance shine on that, right? But that's just establishing the boundaries. There you go, right? Setting those boundaries to keep them happy and safe. So now we need 3 bullets per slide. The first one was large trades are not happening in digital assets. So that's like, this market is missing, that market is missing, and therefore $1 trillion in transactions is missing a day.
Yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. How would you word those?
I'm not sure if, once we're down to bullet wording, if that's a thing that I work better kind of writing than sort of trying to do over the...
Yeah, but we're not doing that. You're speaking to people. This is why it's so hard. Be Jon Stewart. You see, Jon Stewart, there's a whole script that he reads, right?
Yes.
And that 50 writers are working on to make it sound natural if he reads it. Like his brilliance comes just out of his ass right there, right? Rainbows. So this is hard, and that's why I'm just like, it's so, we want to do other things, and our brain wants to do other things.
Yeah.
And we're staying on this, because this is what we need to do. I'm sorry for being like stubborn, but we're doing this. So, tell me in one sentence what's missing, like the...
Okay, so here's what
do we start with institutions or large traders?
Here's what I need to do to fully commit myself to this process. I'm committing myself that together we're going to make a thing that is 80% good, and then I can come back and edit it and make it 100% good. Because if I'm trying to make it 100% good right now, it will break in this process, because some of the questions that you're asking me are sort of slightly off nuance, and I want to go back and pick at the question, but like all of that is unnecessary if the goal is to get to the 80% thing that we can.
Please commit to that.
Yeah, okay. I just did.
Okay.
So, I'm all yours now.
So do we start with large institutions are not trading, or large individuals, holders of large assets?
Institutions.
Can we say both? What's the sentence? Both financial institutions and...
Well, it's not even... So, I mean, I think...
Other holders of large... and large private holders?
Yeah.
But it's not about the holders. Here's the point. There is exactly 21 million Bitcoin worth of holders of Bitcoin. The issue is it's the people who don't currently hold Bitcoin who are trying to get in but aren't getting in on the one hand, and then it's the folks who are only buying and selling and sort of creating trades out of the volatility. But if every trade costs you 1% to put on and you only make 0.5% out of it, then it's not worth putting on the trade.
But which one is the enabler, right? Because if you get the large guys on there, you have your million coins. Yeah. Therefore, you can do the smaller trades on volatility, and you enable all these other markets, right?
Right.
So, I'm stating that the problem is that these large guys cannot do it right now. Because if they could do it, we could use their liquidity, so we enable the trading on the whatever.